Blimey! So this, on a very sweaty day at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show, is a Delta 88. This is a bit of an unusual kind of super yacht, mainly because she's made entirely out of carbon fiber. What that means is not only is she very expensive, she's very light and she's very fast. By very fast, 38 knots, with similar power that you need on a 60-footer to do that kind of speed. So let's take a look around. So let's start from the bow. You have this gorgeous plumb bow. Really cool styling. She's 88 feet, stem to stern. As I mentioned before, all entirely carbon fiber. So she has a tender garage, but also she has this folding transom arrangement. So right now she's up in the air, acting a bit like a passerelle or a big diving board or a big sunbathing space. But also this folds back on itself, sits flush. It also extends down into the water, so you can have steps down, creating a beach. Very cool feature. So at this point, I want to move on with the lovely Brittany, who knows her way around this lovely, lovely yacht. She's at Fort Lauderdale Show. She's on sale for a little smidge under $9 million. No, that's the boat, not Brittany. Do you come with the boat? You're an optional. Depends. Anyway, she's fabulous, and the boat's lovely too. So let's make her start up. She's got boarding aft, port and starboard. I don't need to point out that this is a super yacht, so everything is super yacht sized. Should we go forward, aft, and then Flybridge? Yeah, let's go.
Give you like a tour, or just kind of point things? Because here we have, you know, like joystick controls from each side.
Yeah, let's start with that. Let's do it technical.
For docking,
Yep.
super easy. Volvo Penza engines.
She's on triple IPS 1200s, yes? Okay. That means this boat can be maneuvered sideways, twist itself in its own length at the twist of a joystick. Well, super easy for a yacht captain.
Which this boat could actually work with just 2 crew members. The crew quarters does sleep 4, but captain and a deckhand is completely manageable.
And now another edition of Obvious News from Geico. A study says that self-talking is not...
The side boarding doors, port and starboard. What's nice on a boat this size, you've even got little hidden details like fender pins. Lovely room up forward. This is not the biggest 88-footer you'll ever go on, but you're very unlikely to find an 88-foot boat that will perform and have this kind of performance.
The design of this boat is super purpose-driven, so the suites didn't leave anything unturned on this boat. This table comes up for normal dining, or you can push it down, and then you have additional sun pads. There's also poles that can be installed here. They're in storage at the moment, but you can create a nice bimini top for more shade, which we could probably use more of right now.
Indeed, it's a hot one. So we've got stowage up front here as well, port and starboard for fenders, lines, whatever you need. Side doors, port and starboard. Boarding door again.
Crew quarters.
So into the engine space, we're on triple IPS 1200s. Starboard, center, port engine. We have a huge Seakeeper down low in the bilge. space is all air conditioned, 24 volt systems, mains volt systems are up there. This boat has 2 generators. Very nicely laid out, very clean. House batteries, ventilation. One of the charging systems there. This bit you can see here, this intrusion is the tender garage. Take up to a 3.85 meter jet rib. Engine batteries. Just a lovely installation. And back in through the crew quarters. Again air conditioned. Got a small galley. Nice mini dinette. And good accommodation for 4 crew. Such is a nice space down here. And you got an emergency crawl through to the master. Through here. With the separate heads, I would think. Yes, separate heads. Generous shower. Pretty nice crew accommodation. Okay, shall we head back up? See the rest of the boat. Yeah, let's head up to the Flybridge. Now bear in mind,
Don't leave out the old carbon fiber staircase. She is built in carbon fiber. So 37 knots is pretty fast for a boat this size.
I mean, that's the one thing with this boat. It is built for speed.
Yeah.
Beautifully finished. And the fabrics are by Hermes, I believe.
They are. This is the outdoor collection, so you can see this throughout the entire boat. When a person is actually building this straight from the factory, you have the ability to select your own.
It's beautiful. It's lovely. And as much as this fabric looks gorgeous, it's highly functional. Very high-tech fabrics. Again, lovely helm, joystick control at the helm. We got triple Garmin's, full system integration all the way through this boat. Whatever you see down on the helm, down on midships, you can see up here. It's a complete repeat of exactly what you've got down below. And you've got as well a nice little detail, the Raymarine controls you actually have built into the seat as well. So the joystick is at the helm, and there you can switch controls and switch screens without actually having to lean forward just to push a flat screen, really, which is it's a nice touch. Very nice. And we have a wet bar.
Right now the cushions are stacked up, but these do fold out to make more additional sunbeds. Some of our previous owners put their Peltons back there.
Okay. And you wouldn't necessarily put a crane and a tender up here. You would run that off of the stern.
We do have the garage.
Oh, so this boat does have a garage
Yes,
as well.
on the swim
Okay.
platform where that transformer was.
Yes.
There, and where it lists 88 carbon. That is the garage, and there's a 385 Williams tender in there right now.
Very nice. So let's head down and have a look around on board.
We have a working prototype that we're testing on the next 30 days. This is the second gen. The first one was a 1-cylinder. You know, it really
Hey, how are you? So what's nice with a boat of this size is you get a center galley. What that means is if it's crewed and you're having a party, is that the center of the boat becomes the focus. If you ever noticed how in a party people hang out in the kitchen, funny enough the same thing happens on boats. People do hang out in the galley. But this is nice. Everything can be dealt with from the center of the boat, and it just creates a lovely open feeling.
Our system is designed so that
This is a nice feature. I think there's a lot of
apple, one
thought
lemonade,
behind
and fruit
this.
punch, and lemonade.
Pump station.
We'll open the juice boxes and come out or drink it here. Just don't take
So we've got a proper chart table off to starboard, and we have this lovely full glass bridge Garmin helm. C-Zone controls. So C-Zone is the system that integrates all this stuff. It came from C-Talk, but now it's moved to the next level. You can now control everything, every ship system from these panels. Everything from domestic air conditioning, holding tanks, engine performance, FLIR, anything you want can be controlled from these and configurable in any way you like. So if you just want pure navigation in the center, you want engines like this, navigation, FLIR, whatever you want, just at the touch of a button. Very, very nicely laid out.
C-Zone also makes an app. So when you have your iPad on board, like this can detach. Or we also have an iPad in the saloon that you can walk around with, and you can access again all of those features, your fuel capacity, your water tanks, the sound, the lighting, all of that. You can just walk around your boat with your iPad and check on everything. So that's kind of nice. A nice peace of mind. You don't have to be stuck in your boat.
It's the way things are going, and the technology does work. It's proven, tested. It's now something that you're safe to have on a yacht, and it really works great. The other thing I like about this boat is it's a contemporary interior, it's contemporary design, but it's classy, it's classic, it won't date. You see a lot of these kind of boats, they come out and they're either too high tech or too cutting edge now, and 5 years later you kind of need to do a refit because they look terrible. This boat's just very nice, airy. It's got that sort of Caribbean feel to it, doesn't it?
It does. To me, it's a blank canvas. So if you throw a couple interior design, elements here and there, but you can change with the times. But the bones of the boat are classic.
It is. I think it's lovely. It's got that beach club feel to it.
Yeah.
That's that's what it feels like. It's beautiful. Absolutely lovely.
Yeah, did you make this?
So again, you can get 88 footers that are bigger than this internally, but she is a performance machine. Unless they're running unbelievably large engines with surface drives that will have anything like this kind of performance. So she's a very impressive machine. So we are going to head down.
4 staterooms.
We've got lots of little people down there. That's great. Fantastic.
the Flybridge version, the full 50.
Well, I want to go look at that. I like the S50, but she likes the Flybridge.
So this is the
Hey
VIP.
guys, you say excuse
This
me.
is going towards the bow. So we've got the VIP in the bow area. It is an ensuite, full stand-up shower.
You can do twins like this.
This is where your favorite guests
No running.
would stay.
Your favorite guest.
Your favorite guest would be in this room.
Yeah, actually, interesting enough, there's like a workshop forward of this bulkhead, which that's just behind the anchor locker. So your least favourite guest could stay in there.
They could.
Yes, so it could be a 5-cabin boat if you wanted
Or
to.
the crew quarters.
Or the crew quarters. The crew quarters is pretty nice.
Yeah, it actually is.
So we have is the guest head. Again, very nice, very airy. It's really got this beach club feel. I really like it. Really like it. It's very fresh. You could imagine if you're on somewhere lovely, beach vacation, that kind of place, you get that whole feel for it.
There's a big
It's great. It's really
So
functional.
this is the day head in here. We obviously have a bathroom. Well, we have a head, and then we have a sink, and then we also have the washer and dryer. So it opens.
So day head, I'm going to reiterate that. Also, it's been set out. Day heads is basically the bathroom that everybody uses when the boat's underway or whatever, so that people aren't using the heads in the respective cabins. So this is day heads, and we've got washing facilities, laundry, which on a boat like this in the Med or in the Caribbean is one of the most important things, because you go through towels like hotcakes, and you can keep up with it. All Miele appliances, very best, high end.
each other. They're pretty much the same. In here, we've just shown it where you can slide the beds together and have one mattress in here if you'd like. If not, they do slide apart. You'll see that in the other room.
You know, I kind of like what they've done with the hull. So they've kind of done a. It's not a planked hull, but they've given it that feel of like an old school yacht.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Nice little details like that make a difference. She's got a lovely feel to this boat. Again, really nice heads, full shower. And you do have to bear in mind this boat is built to be lightweight. So when you do that, it's got to be thought about very differently. So that's the mirrored cabin.
Also
This
has its own restroom.
again, mirrored. I don't think anybody would complain about that accommodation as a guest.
And I don't think they complain about this master either.
So we've got, there you go, very nice vanity unit, seating, walk-in closet space, I would assume here.
Yes, and then within this closet there is also crew quarters access, emergency access.
Okay, so there you go. There's a crawl through. You can see the crew access through there. That's purely an emergency. It's a get out of the boat kind of thing.
It can be locked or not.
Hopefully no one will ever need to use it.
No.
And it's got this really cool, funky glass bathroom. But there's a magic trick to this.
Privacy glass.
Privacy glass. See that? Hit a button. Isn't that cool? So, very light and airy, very spacious.
We couldn't forget this. Not that you want to watch a lot of TV when you're on a yacht, but we do have a TV.
I assume this is 2 TVs for the price of
It
1.
is.
There we go.
It is.
Look at that.
Dual TVs.
Just in case you want some privacy and you want to watch your favourite movie, you either want to sit there watching it in bed or lounging out in your own private salon. Very nice.
Bathroom, another nice spacious stand-up shower, his and her sink, private head.
Again, they've carried on this like 1930s clinker-built yacht feel with this moulding here. And you can see with the carbon fibre, because it's so stiff and so light and so strong, you can see the hull doesn't have to be nearly a foot thick on a boat of this size. And this one has a rainwater shower as well as a hand shower.
There's also towel warmers, not to be forgotten, in each of the bathrooms.
Always nice. Bear in mind this is a boat from Northern Europe.
Right.
So the interesting thing with this boat as well, if you want to take a boat from Northern Europe to say the south of France without going through the Bay of Biscay, which can be very scary most of the year, you can actually, because it's a low air draft. We were looking at the Flybridge, which wasn't, you know, ridiculously huge and not that high, but the reason is you can take this boat and get through pretty much everywhere through the canal systems, all the way from Northern Europe all the way through to the south of France, no problem, without having to remove radar domes, radar, anything like that, which you would under normal circumstances. So that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you Brittany, is the fabulous Delta 88. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe.